Here we have a SAT math problem. Okay, let's go to the question. The triangle inequality theorem states that the sum of any two sides of a triangle must be greater than the length of the third side. A triangle has side lengths of 4x positive 20, 2x positive 8 and 7x negative 11, which inequality represents all possible values of x. Okay, according to the triangle inequality theorem, when I add the lengths of any two sides of the triangle, always it will be greater than the length of the third side. Okay, now let me take the lengths of the first two sides we have over here and add them. Okay, let me do it. That is 4x positive 20 positive 2x positive 8. Here I have added the lengths of the first two sides. It must be greater than the third side. That is greater than 7x negative 11. Okay, now let me add the length of the second side, length of the third side, that is 2x positive 8, positive 7x negative 11. Okay, here we have the sum of the lengths of the second side and third side. It must be greater than the length of the first side, that is greater than 4x positive 20. Okay, now let me add the lengths of the first side and the third side, that is 4x positive 20, positive 7x negative 11. It must be greater than the length of the second side, that is 2x positive 8. Okay, now let's do some simplification in the first inequality over here. That is, we can simplify the expression on the left side. When I combine this 4x and 2x, I am getting 6x, and when I combine this 20 and 8, I am getting 28 greater than 7x negative 11. Okay, now let me subtract 7x from both sides of this inequality and also subtract 28. Let me do it. Then this positive value, negative value will cancel out. Here positive value, negative value will cancel out. When I combine positive 6x and negative 7x, I am getting negative 1x greater than, when I combine these two values, I am getting a negative 39. Okay, here I am trying to solve for x, but here x contains a negative sign. To get rid of the negative sign, we can multiply both sides of this inequality by negative 1. That is negative 1 times negative x and negative 1 times negative 39. In an inequality, when I multiply or divide both sides by the same negative number, we have to flip the inequality sign. Okay, here we have greater than. When I flip it over, it will become less than. Okay, negative 1 times negative x is a positive x, less than negative 1 times negative 39 is a positive 39. Okay, this is the result I am getting from the first inequality over here. Okay, now let's do some simplification in the second one. That is, we can combine the like terms on the left side over here. When I combine this 2x and 7x, I am getting 9x. And when I combine this 8 and negative 11, I am getting negative 3 greater than 4x positive 20. Now, let me subtract 4x from both sides of the inequality and add 3 to both sides. Let me do it. Now, this negative 3 positive 3 will cancel. Positive 4x negative 4x will cancel out. When I simplify this one, I am getting 5x. On the right side, I am getting 23. Now let me divide both sides of this inequality by 5. Then this 5 will cancel out. I am getting x greater than 23 over 5. Okay, now let me do some simplification in the third inequality over here. Let's combine the like terms, 4x and 7x, and I'm getting 11x. When I combine this positive 20 and negative 11, I'm getting positive 9 greater than 2x positive 8. Okay, now let me subtract 9 from both sides of this inequality and also 2x. Let me do it. Then this positive 2x, negative 2x will cancel. Positive 9, negative 9 will cancel out. When I combine 11x and negative 2x, I'm getting 9x greater than, when I combine positive 8 and negative 9, I'm getting negative 1. Let me divide both sides of this inequality by 9. Then this 9 will cancel out. I'm getting x greater than negative 1 over 9. Okay, here I got 3 results when I apply a triangle inequality theorem for the given 3 side lengths. And particularly when I consider the third result, that is x is greater than negative 1 over 9, here we have both negative values and positive values for x. And let's consider the length of the third side over here, that is 7x negative 11. Here, what can be the possible value of x over here? The value of x has to be greater than 1, because if the value of x is equal to 1 or less than 1, then this part will become negative. For example, if I consider x equals to 1, then 7 times 1 is 7. 7 negative 11 is a negative 4. That is, the length of the third side of the triangle is negative. It's not possible, because the length of the side of any triangle can never be negative. So here the value of x has to be greater than 1. But here in this inequality, we have both negative values and positive values. So it does not give any clear information about the values of x. So we can reject this result. Okay, now let's consider the result we have an answer choice A, that is x less than 39. And we may think we have this result over here. So answer choice A may be correct. But when I think about this x less than 39, x can take any value less than 39, like 38, 37, it goes like even negative value also can be considered according to this stuff. Because when I take consider 0 or negative 1, negative 2, that is also less than 39. So it does not make sense. So we can reject answer choice A. Now we have three more answer choices B, C and D. In each of these three answer choices, we have compound inequality. So we have to get a compound inequality from the two results we have over here. For that, we have to identify the smaller one of these two values. Okay, here we have an integer. Now let's get the value of this 23 over 5. The value of this fraction 23 over 5 is 4.6. Clearly, this is a smaller one. Since this is a smaller one, we have to get this value on the left side of the inequality. That is, we have to switch these two quantities. Then I'm getting 23 over 5 on the left side and x on the right side. In an inequality, when I switch the quantities, I have to flip the inequality sign. When I flip it over, it will become less than. Now, let's combine these two inequalities. Now, let me write the smaller value first. That is 23 over 5 less than x. Now we have to combine this one over here. Already we have x, then we can take the less than and 39. So this is a compound inequality. I get it from the two results we have over here. And when I go over the answer choices, here we have an integer, here we have an integer. In answer choice C also we have integer over here, integer over here. In D also we have the same thing. But in this inequality, we have a fraction over here. To make this fraction as an integer, we have to get of the denominator 5. For that, we have to multiply all the three quantities of this inequality by 5. Okay, let me do it. When I multiply this one by 5, I am getting 23 less than. When I multiply this x by 5, I am getting 5x. When I multiply this 39 by 5, I am getting 195. Okay, this is the result I am getting, and we find this stuff for 23 less than 5x less than 195 in answer choice D. The correct answer choice for this question is D.